So you might be asking yourself, what the heck is this thing? And before we get into it, listen to the raw unprocessed audio being recorded with this mic. No EQ, nothing. It's just going right into my computer being recorded straight into QuickTime. Now listen to how clear and direct it sounds. Listen to how clean the low end is, how low the noise floor is. Again, totally raw capture. And yes, it is a USB mic, but not just any USB mic. Now, by now you probably know my general disdain for USB mics as professional VO tools. I feel like most USB mics are like riding a moped. They may get you from point A to point B, but you're not winning any races or bragging about it later, and sometimes even your friends make fun of you. But then, something amazing happened. About a year ago, I found a super highly advanced microphone company whose patented circuit designs are inspired by spiders. Yes, spiders. Not exactly the cuddly mascot you'd expect for a voiceover mic, but here's the thing. This arachnid-inspired brainchild, it might not only be the most highly advanced commercially available mic on Earth and the best USB mic I've ever heard, but it could be your stealth secret weapon for VO. Meet the Soundskrit Firefly. Oh, and let me tell you where you can get one. Stick around.
From the mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov.
So yeah, this is not your traditional capsule-on-a-stick microphone. The patented technology inside the Firefly is riding the bleeding edge of tech. Instead of your traditional microphone capsule and circuit kind of thing that pick up whatever is around it, the Firefly uses an array of sensors that focus in on and isolate sounds, mimicking the way spiders process audio that passes through their webs. No, seriously, spiders don't have ears, but they can sense sound carried by airflow that vibrates their ultra-sensitive webs, and then uses those vibrations to assess the intensity and directionality of a sound source. And even cooler, those spider webs can register sounds from 1 hertz, 1 hertz to 50 kHz. And the Firefly takes a cue from nature and uses this array of tiny sensors and advanced tech to focus like a laser beam on the sound in front of it, and kind of politely ignore the background noise. So, low-frequency room rumble often enters from the environment rather than directly in front of your mouth, so it gets rejected by the Firefly before it ever hits the recording. So you're not dealing with having to process out that low-end room boom from your recordings like exactly what you're hearing here in my lightly treated space outside of my booth here in my office. Now, this is the real magic trick. The Firefly has rejection characteristics that can make a bedroom sound dangerously close to a booth. Now, it's not full-on sorcery, but it rejects a lot of side noise and those pesky low-end buildups so well that you suddenly feel like, hey, maybe this regular room is a studio. That's not supposed to happen with a USB mic, and yet, here we are. So, what does this mean in practice? So for starters, the Firefly is quiet. I'm talking super low noise floor, like it's sipping herbal tea in a library. It doesn't add hiss, it doesn't clutter up the signal, and the tone? Direct, natural. It doesn't hype the low end like most USB mics that want to make you sound like a late-night FM radio DJ. Instead, it keeps things clean and easy to work with. And because the audio I'm capturing here is so pristine, I could even throw in some VO sweetening on top of it with plugins, like even a simple channel strip plugin. You can go Neve with it, you can go SSL, you can go API, and warm it up or add some grit, whatever you need to get the job done. Now, here's the funny part. This mic wasn't designed for us VO people. It was designed for Zoom calls, content creators, and people who want to sound better yelling at coworkers over Teams meetings. And here's where voice actors get resourceful. If a mic sounds good, we'll find a way to make it work, right? Plug it into a phone, a tablet, a laptop, it doesn't matter. If it records clean, natural voice tracks, it is fair game. Now, am I saying you should swap out your Neumann for this? Of course not. But imagine this as your stealth backup. Travel auditions, a client emergency while you're at your in-laws, or maybe you just want a mic that actually rejects enough garbage to let you record in a lesser treated space without a ton of gear. The Firefly is one of those Swiss Army knives that you'll thank yourself for having. So My take ultimately? The Soundskrit Firefly may just be the best USB mic out there right now. It's advanced. It's a revolutionary evolution of mic technology. And depending upon how you set it up, it's capable of professional quality VO tracks. Now, if that's the future of microphones, then maybe we should all be taking design notes from spiders. And you may be asking, hey, how do I get one? So keep your eyes open for the Firefly on Kickstarter soon. I believe the launch date is September 23rd of this year. And my understanding is the price will be very attractive. There will be a link in the description below. And huge thanks to the brilliant folks over at Soundskrit for inviting me to test and provide feedback on the Firefly. I even had a chance to comment on a few early design concepts. And I'm fairly certain that the Firefly is just the beginning of something even bigger and more exciting coming from Soundskrit and for microphones in general. Look, there's just so much to talk about with the Firefly. I will be demonstrating how I've modified my setup here to slip into a shock mount and how I position it to use the Firefly like a traditional mic in a future video. So stay tuned for that and make sure you subscribe or, you don't want to miss a thing, right? And wait until you hear this thing for ASMR. A mic is only as good as it sounds. And remember, sometimes the best mic for the job is the one that can turn your messy bedroom into a halfway decent booth. All right, let me know what you're thinking. Leave a comment. And until next time, this is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.